Hey everyone, what's happening? Chris H here. I'm currently in Delhi, India. I came here from Jaipur a couple nights ago on this seemingly endless bus ride. I've taken so many buses in India that I sort of lost track, and they're all kind of blending together. But this one was it was long, and there was some crazy traffic and just stoppages and so many trucks on the road, and it was wild. Not in a good way. Wild, maybe wild in like a negative way, the traffic that we encountered. And I have so much respect for these Indian drivers, like the bus driver, the driver of this bus. I mean, he was weaving in and out of these trucks all night with this giant bus, and he got us there in one piece. So good job, driver, and respect to all those drivers out there in India on these highways. So a little about Delhi. It's probably the most chaotic place I've ever encountered in my life. And I have been a lot of places in my life, different cities and things, Southeast Asia, China, things like that. But whew, this one kind of takes the cake. I don't know if it's the area I'm staying in or something. I'm staying in this big tourist area. It's very close to the New Delhi train station. The area itself is known as Paharganj. Yes, Paharganj. And wow, I mean, I got here late at night and it was very chaotic on the streets, and even the hotel lobby that I'm staying at was just employees and people coming in and out, and it was like midnight, but it was like very busy. And then yesterday I was walking around, and it's a mess out there. That's the only way to describe it. I'm not trying to sound judgmental, but it's like a mess when you go on the street here. I mean, it's all vehicles and people selling things. By vehicles, I mean like tuk-tuks and bicycles and cars, and it's all kind of going around each other, flowing, and there's shops everywhere and hotels, and it's all kind of like half dilapidated, dusty, crumbling buildings and things, and the air quality is not good. So today I'm going to the most famous place in Delhi. It's called the Red Fort. Okay, so now I'm headed out into the chaos of Delhi. I thought Jaipur was chaotic and the traffic was bad there, but it's like nothing compared to this. Oh my God. Okay, so let's go.
That was where the king sat. Yeah. When he was meeting with visitors or something.
The public was coming, and they have discussed with the king, and punishment was given again.
Punishment.
Yeah, this is a public court.
Public court.
Yeah, any serious complaint handled here by the king. Sometimes they put the foot in hot boiling oil, crush under the foot of elephant.
Hot burning oil?
Yes. If the king was happy, he cancelled the punishment.
Okay. He can do what?
He cancelled the punishment. If yeah, they waive off.
So the king has the final decision on every punishment?
Yeah.
Okay. He's like the judge.
Judge. Supreme judge.
And the jury. So,
he called himself like I'm shadow of God.
Shadow of God. Wow. So the king was bathing here in the center, and the ladies were on the outside.
Yeah.
Wow.
After taking, they enjoy the music and dancing here. This is Rang Mahal.
Okay. So this is like a garden of paradise.
Yes. Here. So when he walked on the pathways, he was able to pluck the fruit.
Pluck the fruit. Yeah.
Yes. So all filled with water, all filled with mud, and raise the level up.
Hey everybody. So I'm at the Red Fort in Delhi, and I just had a tour. I hired a tour guide when I was coming in, which turned out to be a pretty good decision. He told me all about the history of the fort. This one is like a really massive scale, like it's so spread out, and there's a lot of grass, like fields and stuff, because it's so big. Also, this was a Muslim fort. It's a Muslim empire from here called the Mughal Empire, I think it was called. Also, in this fort, the British took over at some point, and they built all these British barracks and stuff. And they also like took a lot of the marble out. All the grassy fields apparently were marble before, but they removed it and they made like spaces for training their army or something. And they also took a lot of the gold from the ceiling, things like that, and I guess sold it. The tour guide was pretty informative. And at the end, we got into a little discussion about like freelancing, because I told him I was a freelance writer. And apparently he used to work for IBM. Then he decided to become a freelance tour guide. And he got out of the rat race, as he says. And I think he's pretty happy with his life now as a freelance tour guide. So I asked him about that. And I'm going to show you that now, because it was interesting. He seems like a good guy, thoughtful guy.
Can you just tell me your name again?
My name is Amit Kumar.
Amit Kumar.
Yes,
So
I'm
now-
a freelancing government official guide here.
Yeah.
I'm a guide of India.
Yeah.
So, I was working at IBM around 10 years ago and left the job, become a freelancing guide. And I think freelancing is a very good opportunity. I should, which everyone should try and do that, because then you get the opportunity to control your time. Because if you see in a life, controlling of time is very important.
Yep, I agree.
Because when you are controlling your time, you are more happy.
Yeah.
Why we are not happy right now nowadays? We have money, everything, but we don't have a time.
Right.
Because time has taken somebody else. Because we are working somebody's under. Either I'm a director of a company, still I'm below the chairman.
Right.
So I have to give my time to that company to earn my money.
Right.
So I'm getting money by selling my time. So we should develop some skills as per our interest, slowly and do something freelancing, do something very innovative, which can give you control on your time. And then only you can enjoy your life fully also.
Right.
And then you get more opportunity also, and you can sell your time as per your wish, as per your charge.
Okay.
Nobody is forcing you that, and then you and always earn more than the inflation also. Because in job you always remain behind the inflation. Because when you remain behind the inflation, you always remain in stress.
Okay.
So better, because when we get the freelancing work, doing the freelance, we get the time, we explore our new interests, and we study a little more. And I know learning is very important to earn money.
True.
Learning is earning.
True.
But when you are working in a full-time job, you
No
don't
time for learning.
you don't get time for your family also.
Yeah, right.
So better go for a freelancing work, or do something which is like innovative, like a business also is also good.
Innovative, like your own business.
Because you are having your own time.
You're your own boss.
Yes.
Okay.
And nobody, if you, in my view, success is like thing when you wake up in the morning and as per your time. Nobody is there to tell you at what time you should wake up, what time you should sleep. So you should go in this direction. Then only we become happy. When you become happy, you make other people happy. You spread the happiness everywhere.
That's great. Thank you. That's a
Thank
great
you.
namaste.
Namaste.
Hey everybody, I made it back to my room. I made it back to my windowless cell of a hotel room after that little adventure to the old town. So I was supposed to meet this guy. I met in Dharamsala last year for like 5 minutes, and we stayed in touch. His name's Daniel. I was supposed to meet him, and he was going to show me around the giant mosque. But like half an hour before we were supposed to meet, he said he had an event at home and he couldn't come. So I ended up doing that by myself, the mosque part. One interesting thing that happened to me while I was there is that this guy who was like the worker, he's like a temple minder or something. He was like shutting all this stuff down around like 6 o'clock, and he was like shooing people off the steps and stuff. And then he saw me and he was like, "Hey, you, come with me." And he led me like into this. There's a sign when you go into the mosque itself where all the praying happens and those things. There's a sign that says, I think it says like foreigners not permitted beyond this point. But this guy, he's like, waved me, hey, come on. He waved me right into the inner sanctum area, if you want to call it that, of the mosque. And then he started taking pictures of me inside there. Yeah, and then of course he asked for a tip afterward. He's like, tip? He asked for €5. And I was like, really? I'm not even European. and I'm not giving you that much. So I gave him like 50 rupees, which is a lot less. But anyway, I didn't really ask for that photo shoot stuff anyway. Conclusion of this story is that this guy, Daniel, who does seem like a nice guy, he's kind of a younger guy, he brought me some food that his mother made. And he gave me this big package of food for dinner. So he did come meet me, but it was like later than we had planned, and he didn't have time to like hang out. That was nice. So I'm about to eat it right now, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is the spread from Daniel and his family that they gave me. I had to actually sample some of this stuff to figure out what it was. This is some kind of patty with I want to say like chicken or something inside. It's pretty good. Here we have a sort of like spicy chicken dish with gravy, maybe. He mentioned something about mutton gravy. So I guess that's what that is. It's a bit spicy for me, but it's tasty. And there's like a bread here, kind of naan or something. And then there's two little sweet dessert things that were included in the package or in the parcel, as Daniel says. So, wow. Nice. That's very nice of him to give me this. Okay, so I'm going to have to get to work on that food. That's my dinner. Hope my stomach can handle it because I've been having some stomach issues recently, but it's hard to refuse free home-cooked food, you know? How often does that happen? Thanks for watching, and I'll check you on the flip side. So I want to read a passage from the guidebook about Delhi, where they wax poetic about Delhi, because I thought it was pretty relevant to my experience yesterday here. So here it is, the section about Delhi in Lonely Planet. Why go? They ask. You need patience to love Delhi. At first it slaps you in the face, whack, and you're left to pick yourself up, unsure quite what hit you. Yes, that was my experience yesterday. It's hectic, noisy, polluted, and unfeasibly overcrowded. But give it some time, and you soon realize that the chaos that knocked you flying is the very thing that makes this wonderful city tick. Hugely historic and in parts intensely spiritual, Delhi bursts with life like few other places on earth, and is forced by the sheer weight of humanity to dance to its own unique, unpredictable rhythm. Learn to skip to its beat, though, and you'll soon find its charms become irresistible. So I'm hoping that I can learn to skip to its beat. That's my next project. But I'm a little skeptical because it seems a bit overwhelming to me. But anyway, yes, I do feel a little bit better today. I know what to expect. Yesterday I was just kind of like, I walked out and I was like, oh God.